Good evening, guys. Just a moment. Right. Sorry for the delay. Actually, so I have got a duplicate link. I just tried. I have joined in a wrong meeting link actually. Right. Okay. I hope I am audible and you are able to see my screen. So if anybody facing any problem with my voice, okay, please let me know. So let me introduce myself first as this is Chary, working as an architect for Android application development technology. So here I am working as a part-time for DURGASOFT, having one session every day in the evening to make myself comfortable and to deliver some key points related to Android. Uh, uh, Literally to say like I want to remember myself. So in the technology, that is the reason. Right. So I have overall 14 years of experience into complete into like Java, Oracle, .NET as well as Android application development. So I'm working since from Android version 1 to latest. So this is my experience. So serving to the Durgasoft since from 3 to 4 years. Before that also I served for uh,
Currently working on which company? Working on which company? Part time.
sorry to say actually
Part
I would not disclose all my details. So currently you can think like I am working in Durgasoft. Okay. So the that professional things I can't explain. Okay, right. So today we met here to make understand. I'll make you to make comfortable and understand about Android application development. So how we are going to be implement. So what we are going to be learn throughout my course. So those details I will try to give clearly. So if you like and you would like to join, so you can continue with our sessions. Okay. So before going that, let me open myself to open uh, Android course content. Right. So here we are we are going to be work out like uh, Android application development with KOTLIN. Okay, so earlier I used to deliver even Java, but now I think most of the world is working with Kotlin only. That's the reason we are working with Kotlin now. Right. So here, let me start a little bit information about Android with Kotlin and what are all the stuff I'm going to be cover related to Android application development. So which will make you understand, which will make you comfortable to start implementing your own Android application development. Okay, for any queries, I will give some time during end of the session. Okay, you can ask the queries, but first, so to do not make others discomfort, so let's just listen. If you have any query, please make a note. So end of the session I'm going to be clarified. Okay, so I don't want to make much time. I'll just give a sharp and crispy way. So first let me define what is Android. Just I would like to define definition. So Android is nothing but with one line I will conclude. So it is nothing but a software stack for Android application development. So what is this software stack meaning? So if at all I would like to elaborate this software stack, it is nothing but okay. So in simple word, I am telling it is nothing but a framework. So I think you have listened already. Java is a framework, .NET is a framework, right? So what is a framework? General definition. General meaning is a plan with a semi implementation. A portion means some part it is already implemented. We are going to use that part to make your application enhancement. Okay, that is one. So here Android is also nothing but it's a predefined framework for us, which was written in Java technology. Okay, so this software stack I am going to be used for Android application development. Of course, Android introduced in the year 2009, but
Hello?
unfortunately,
Hello?
yes. Who is this? Hello. Guys, don't make uh, kindly mute yourself. Make yourself mute. So any
Huh?
queries you got in the middle, please make it note down. Somebody is making noise. Who is that? Guys, for everybody, am I audible, or is there any problem? Can anyone confirm in the message, please?
Yes, audible.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Kindly make yourself mute, and any questions, I'll give you the session. I'll give you the time. You can ask me. Right. So even though Android introduced in the year 2009, by the time also it is a framework. At that time we are working with Java only, but unfortunately, last 3 years back, Kotlin was introduced into the market as a new programming language, which will make your Android application development. During initial days of 2009, Android is used to implement only mobile applications. Okay, the main intention of Android introduced into the market is to implement mobile application development only. That is the main aim. But very recently, because of the technology revolution, so slowly Android smart TVs are implemented, and smart watches. Nowadays, you are seeing many people are wearing smart watches, right? Both Realme, as well as so many things, and nowadays, the revolutionary changes in the car infotainment applications. So like the smart TVs applications we are going to be implement, smart watches applications we are going to be implement, car infotainment applications maybe in the future. So this is not this is I'm expecting maybe electric two-wheeler we are getting, right? Electric bikes. So nowadays electric bikes also coming with uh, uh, of course even fuel bikes also coming with some display, 8-inch display, 12-inch display nowadays. So very soon we may get we may get applications to implement for electric bikes too, maybe. So very soon you may get option to work on this also. So as of now, we are able to implement mobile applications, smart TV, smartwatches, car infotainment with the help of same framework. There is no change in the framework. So the framework remains same. That means the software stack remains same, but here only the change is screen size. Mobile applications have 4-inch device, 5-inch device, 6-inch, 7-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, like that. Smart TVs are like 36-inch, 38-inch, 48-inch, 55-inch, like that. Smartwatches 1.6-inch, like that. Car infotainment, 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, like that. So of course, electric bikes also you are getting now 8-inch. So just here the difference is only the size of the screen. Rest all the implementation of the application will remain continue with the framework. Okay, so if I want to implement that framework, so what I need to learn? First of all, Android SDK is open source. Okay, this is the main important point. So completely it is open source operating system. Basically, when they introduced into the market as a operating system, they have introduced. Okay, so that operating system is for free of cost, and whatever the application implementation is there, that is also for free of cost actually. Okay, so you are or you will get complete information including the framework, everything you will get for free of cost. Okay, for the Android, because the main intention of Android is open source application development. So this open source information from where I can get? So I can get open source information from, we have a predefined website that is called developer.android.com website. So this developer.android.com website have complete information about your operating system as well as latest implementation about the technology. If you observe here, see they are providing different platforms, what are all available, and here we have an option, download Android Studio IDE. So this Android Studio IDE is nothing but we need a IDE to make your application development. So that IDE mandatory, it is mandatory. You have to use Android Studio only. Why it is mandatory? I'm going to be add this point later. So other than Android Studio IDE, I can't use any other IDEs. Okay, to make your Android application development. So I can download IDE for free of cost. I can get implementation about my application information also. I'll get for free of cost. You know, here they are giving some number of information like Android 12. So Kotlin, for example, what is there in the Android 12? So learn about. So Android 12, 12L, and before that, you know, so you, what are all the changes you have? API differences, API 30, 31. So many, so much of information is available here for us, and you will get more information if you want to work out Kotlin. You know, so you will get simple information about this one also. Okay, and it is going to be provide you documents related new features. What are the new features? Okay, added into the application, or very new features you are going to be added in the future. Okay, that information also you will get from this website. That's what this website is very famous for us. And every day when you get some time, you know, so you need to keep checking this website for Android updates. Okay, right. So here straight away they are providing some kind of uh, examples. For example, there is biometric login sample. So let me open that. So biometric sample, whatever they provided, that I can call it as API, application programming interface. So the straight away code they have given for me. So how can I implement a biometric sample? Okay. So here completely they have given Java code as well as user interface. See, biometrics prompt to constants. Straight away everything they have given the code, so you can use this code to make implementation in your application. Okay, so all these advantages are available, and you know, moreover the complete world, so the running with Android. So just 1 minute, I will show you the Android market worldwide. I will show you, as well as India wide I will show you. So I am searching in the Google only. I'm not telling any bluff. I'm not bluffing, you know. So here worldwide, this is worldwide share. Android is occupying 71.54 percentage. iOS is occupying 27.81. Actually, it is more than 75 before Corona. So because of Corona, we got a slight difference, but now it started increasing. Okay, so very soon it may reach more than 75. So iOS is earlier approximately 15 to 16%, but it was rapidly increased because of the recent launches, iPhone 12, 13, like that. So we are not getting many updates here. Very soon we will get, definitely we are going to be get a hike in that. Okay, so India wide, for example, what is the market share in India? So because we have to work in India, if we want to learn, so to grab the job, what is the share? So how mobile operating system, so outstanding 95.02%. Okay, so iPhone 4.51. Okay, this Kai are very new operating systems, so you can ignore, those are zero decimals. Okay, so this is the market strategy. Okay, so if I want to learn Android, what I need to learn, how I am going to be learn, so how can I start learning Android? So after learning this course, so am I able to implement any kind of application? So is there any domain specific? So many things are there. Actually, there is no domain specific. If you learn software, this complete framework, that's what I'm telling here. If you learn this framework, you would be able to implement any domain application. For example, car infotainment, automotive, smartwatches application, smart TVs, mobile application, as usual. So healthcare domain is also there. In that also Android operating system we are using. So any kind of domain you may get a chance to work. Okay. So if I want to implement, or if I want to learn Android, so what we are going to be learn throughout the sessions. Okay. First, let me tell you how many days we are going to be discussed. See, this is in between 45 to 50 days. Okay, 45 to 50 hours. I need complete 45 to 50 hours to complete this session. Okay, so course fee and everything already DURGASOFT informed you, and course content is also available for you. So this 40 to 45 days, we are going to be learn how I can implement Android application. Okay, so any kind of application, healthcare domain, infotainment domain, smart watches, smart TV, okay, or as mobile application, for all same framework. If it is same framework, so what is that actually? Okay, your Android application, it is divided into two parts. I'm splitting it into two parts. First part is you have to implement application front end. Second part, you have to implement application backend. This is common story. So what is front end? Front end is nothing but which you are making visible to end user. That is nothing but a screen, right? So there is one application. For example, I am a customer to the ICICI Bank. I have an account, salary account. So whenever I got the salary credited, I need to check daily statement, monthly statement, So I will simply log in into ICICI Bank. So how I am able to simply log in? So there is a username password field, that is login page is available. So login is a screen. That screen, it is nothing but a front end of the application. What you have implemented, ultimately end user can see it. That is nothing but front end. So how I am going to be implement screens in our Android? So if I want to implement a screen in Android, I have to use XML language. Okay, XML language. What is XML language? Is it a new language I may need to learn new? Don't worry. XML is a extensive markup language. It is very easier than HTML. Okay, I'll show you a just a bit part. I'll just show you bit part. You can understand it easily. Okay, just to see. I would like to use a button. So if I want to write a button in Android, so how simply I can write a button? Just see, button related complete logic is available. See, this is called XML. This is XML coding. So by just reading this, you could be able to understand ID, some button ID. Why button ID required? Because as an end user, you may click on button. When I click on that button, I need to execute that function, right? I need to execute the logic. So logic, I'm going to be defined based on the ID. Why? Because in a screen, I won't keep only, it is not restricted to one button. Maybe 5, maybe 2, maybe 1, maybe 10, maybe 100, based on the requirement. So how can I differentiate which button you clicked, that function need to be executed, that I am going to be differentiate with a ID. This is mandatory. And how much it need to be occupy in terms of width and height. So there is a screen. Okay, in the screen, on the screen, so how much width it need to be occupied, how much height it need to be occupied, that it is going to be demonstrated. And what is the text to be displayed on the button. Okay, so how can I implement its backend logic? See, button, this is. So this XML language is so simple, nothing is there. And we have a additional advantage. What is that? Is in Android Studio, every view is available. Okay, components are predefined, components are draggable. Okay, I want a button, there is a window called palette. Okay, Android Studio IDE is available. That Android Studio IDE will make you display about all the components. So those components, in that you need to pick whatever the button you want, whatever the image you want, this side you will get. This is called XML coding. Like that it will display. Very easy. Okay, just drag and drop. Everything is drag and drop. See here. See here, this is, it is going to be display like this. Backend logic. Okay, so how I can able to test my app like this. So many features are integrated in the Android Studio IDE. That is only we are using. Okay, this XML attributes I'm going to be write very simple. Okay, so all attributes are similar for each component. Attributes are similar to each component. Okay, each component. Okay, right. So every component is draggable. Every component is draggable. So I will make you understand what is a button, what is a text view, what is a edit text, what is a radio button, what is a checkbox. Okay, what is a list view, what is a drop down spinner, how can I customize a list view. Okay, how can I create a floating action button, view pager, recycler view. All these are all different components which are used to implement our Android front end. So for all those, I am going to be introduce XML attributes, and what are all required for a button, what is the differentiation between text view button, everything I am going to be discuss on daily basis. Okay, so next coming to the part, other than that nothing is there. It is complete my responsibility to make you understand XML. Hardly if you sit for one day, you will get easily, I am sure. Okay, other than that nothing is there. Second, backend. So backend, how I am going to be implement? Actually, to implement application backend, we are going to be use two languages. We have two options here. Okay, first language Java. Okay, so since from starting it is available, now also working. Okay, but very recently we have got Kotlin is a new programming language which is supporting for the Android application backend. For Java, front end is XML. For Kotlin also, front end is XML. There is no change in this. Only change is your implementation of logic with the help of Java programming language, Kotlin programming language. What is the difference? There is not much more. Even Java follows hooks concepts, Kotlin follows the same. Java syntaxes are a bit different. Kotlin follows JavaScript syntaxes. That is only thing. So then what I am going to be learn here, if it is there. Okay, the complete Android application backend, which contains 5 core components. If you learn these 5 core components, you could be able to implement any kind of Android application. So these are the basics. I am repeating, these are the basics. So if you learn these basics, you will get everything easily and you could be able to understand. For example, a small example I will tell you. So during your childhood, you have learned how to write ABCD, right? So now you are able to speak English, you are able to write English. With the help of English only, you are able to make coding. That basics are making you what? An engineer. Simple. So these 5 core components are the basics. So we are going to learn these 5 core components piece by piece. Piece by piece I am going to be teaching. So end of the sessions, based on your requirement, you need to add all the pieces, then it will become an application. Okay, let me introduce what are the 5 core components. Okay, let's see here. See, 5 core components remain same for Java as well as Kotlin, no change. Only writing methodology is different, rest all same. Okay, first core component, which is namely called activity. Second core component, which is namely called intent. Third core component, which is namely called service. Fourth core component, which is called broadcast receiver. Next, fifth core component, which is called content provider. So these are the 5 major core components which are helpful to implement your Android application. If you learn these 5 core components, you can implement any kind of Android application. Okay, so I'll just give a small introduction about these 5 core components so that you will be understand a little bit about components. Okay, see here, just short line I will write. What is the main purpose? Basically, activity is nothing but XML screen plus we are discussing Kotlin class, right? We are using Kotlin class, which is nothing but activity. See here what I am trying to convey. Whatever the front end you have implemented, that is screen. That screen you need to implement logic. For example, login screen is there. Username entered, password entered. When you click on login button, login functionality you need to execute. So that logic I need to implement. Where I need to implement, some class need to be created. So that class I have created, I have implemented logic. But whenever you are during execution, whenever I am executing this Kotlin class, the screen, what is the screen? Login screen, that need to be displayed on the device screen. Am I correct? Okay, so who will make a combination of this XML screen with the backend class? That is nothing but activity. Activity is a predefined class from Android core components. So that contains some particular functions or methods. Those functions will behave as per the requirement. That is called activity lifecycle. I will make you understand the methods or functions, way of behavior, when and what and where and why. So how it is going to be behave, which method, which function will be called during what time, when you click on home button, when you click on back button, when you click on menu button, okay, when you press volume button, when you press power button, Okay, when you are launching another activity like this, many things will be there, use cases. So all these use cases we are going to be understanding. Okay, so the execution point of way, whenever I am executing one activity, I need a backend thread, user interface thread to be used to execute my activity. So how many number of screens I have created, how many those many activities I have to write, number of activities are increased, then number of threads will increase. Whenever there are n number of threads created during execution of your application, it will make your application performance degrade. To avoid that, Android introduced a new component, sorry, not component, addition to the activity, a new concept introduced with the name called fragments. What is a fragment? Same. Fragment is also similar like activity. Fragment is also need a XML screen, which also contain a Kotlin class, but activity directly you can execute, whereas fragment I cannot execute. Why? Then what is the use of doing like that? See, there comes the logic. So if my application contains 10 screens, the first screen whichever I want to display for first time, I am going to be create one activity. Rest all 9 I am going to be create with fragments. Whenever after successful login, I need to show dashboard. So dashboard is a fragment. So after successful login, I will call fragment screen inside the activity. So activity facilitates to make display fragment screen inside it by hiding your activity screen. Okay, so here two things will come. One is you are blocking main thread, that means you are blocking creation of second thread, which will make your application performance better. Second one, same space you are reusing to display. Okay, very easy, simple. So this is the new one. Fragment also have life cycle. So this is also having some life cycle methods. What is the behavior? We need to understand. Along with that, here itself, I am going to be cover adapters concept by introducing material design components. Material design components are nothing but floating action button. What is floating action button? For example, okay, I'll show you so that you will get understand. Okay, maybe some people are new, so they can't understand. Just picture wise I will show you material design components. Okay, just if I show you, you will get understand easily. Just images I will show you. This is called floating action button. Search view. Okay, so like this kind of design. Okay, and here see navigation drawer. Okay, hover is coming. Some like symbol, search, options menu. Okay, next what? One second. This is called a recycler view. Okay, item. Okay, next this is called advanced pop-up. Okay, so these are all called switch. Sorry, chip buttons. All these things we are going to be do. View pager. Many things are there. Many things are there. All these are all advanced material design components. So I am going to be introduce all material design components. So inside activity itself. So to complete activity, it will take 20 days. That means 20 hours. 20 hours. Okay. So that means 50% of your course is inside the activity. So basic program to advanced level program you will get here. Okay. So 20 complete hours we are dedicating for the activity. After that, we are going to be start learning intent. So what is intent? Very simple. Intent, much information you will get here. See, communication between Android components. What are Android components here? Total 5 components. So is it mandatory to make components communication? Is it mandatory? Yes, of course. For example, nowadays everybody they are listening Wing Music Spotify app. I think how many of you guys are using both mobile phone, you know, both mobile, Realme mobile, smartwatches, sorry. So smartwatches, when you turn on via Bluetooth, okay, your mobile have one app called Boat Live, right? So when you turn on Bluetooth in your mobile, it will ask you to pair. Once you paired, you know, so all your data will be transferred from mobile to watch to mobile. Okay, actually, how that boat wave is running, the boat wave application itself, it is starting with a service, but inside the application you are displaying screens. That means here it is a service, that service is displaying screens. That means activity component, service component need to be communicated. So then who will help or who will make communication between activity service? Intent. Activity broadcast receiver will get communication, same intent will be used. Activity content provider, same intent will be used. So intent is nothing but communication. Actually, here based on the communication type, we have two types. One is, okay, I'll just give small introduction. So first one is implicit. Implicit means, for example, I have received a call. Incoming call screen will be displayed. When you answer, active call screen will come. When you are sending message, okay, so message screen will be done. After successfully sent, a list of message screen will come. Those are all called implicit intent. Launching browser, making call, okay. Next, what we can say, sending SMS, okay. All these are all called implicit. SDK have some predefined activities. That predefined activities I could be able to call with the help of intent. That type is called implicit. Second type, you have created your own custom activities. Okay, so that custom communication, if I want to maintain in between my application, just now I told activity service communication, that is explicit communication. So within the SDK components, if I want to make communication, that is implicit intent. So within the Android components, okay, if I want to make customized, then it is explicit intent. So here completely to make understand, it will take 5 hours, 5 examples, that means 5 days. Okay, 5 days. Next after that we have service. So what is a service? Very simple, I'll make you understand short form. It is a, or else I'll write, to perform a long running task, in background, without disturbing end user. For example, I have launched a Spotify application. So I liked a Bollywood song. For example, I'm very much favorite about my Telugu songs. You know, I have selected latest Telugu songs album. In that, consider 100 songs are there. So when I click that album, 100 songs will be displayed. There is a button play all. When I say play all, it started playing. How about the application? Can I minimize it? I can minimize it, right? And I can minimize it. I can access another application. I can do my work. I can read news. I can make a call. So after that, I can send an SMS. I can make a chat in WhatsApp. I'm not blocking the user. So that kind of functionality I could be able to achieve with the help of service. Again, two types of services will be there. Two types. So what are the two types services? One is predefined services. What is predefined services? You are getting mobile location, latitude, longitude, okay, location, power, battery, next camera, okay, next volume, screen display. All these are like predefined services available in our Android. So how can I access those predefined services? Notification, alarm, many things are there. We are going to be discuss all these things inside the predefined services. Next, second one we have, that is called customized service. Myself, if I want to implement any customized services, okay, so I'm going to be teach you here how can I create customized services. For example, how can you create a media player application? Okay, how can I create push notifications application, like those. So here also, to make you understand, it will take a complete 5 days, that is 5 hours. 5 hours. So as of now, total 35 hours. Next, broadcast receiver we will have. What is a broadcast receiver? Okay, it is also same like service to perform a background task. Background system task. One simple example I can tell, I'll make you understand. Alarm. Tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, I want to wake up. What I will do? I'll register a alarm. My alarm, it is a background system task. Okay. Okay. So now what I am doing? I am registering by registering the event. What is my event? Make alarm. When? Morning 5 a.m. Date tomorrow 06. Now itself I will set. When alarm will come exactly? Tomorrow morning 5 a.m. Till the time what will happen? It will make hidden. Your task is registered, but to execute the task, this component is required at particular time. So you are not doing, you are not telling your mobile before 5 at 4:58 I will wake up. Hey mobile, please make a noise. Not like that, right? Even though you are in sleep, it will make you alarm. So that is a background system task by registering the event. So two types of broadcast things will be there. One is static and dynamic. So I'll make you understand static is what, okay, dynamic is what. Alarm is a dynamic, notification is a dynamic, layout inflator, like these kind of things will be there. Okay. So here also it will take complete 5 hours to make you understand. Next, content provider. What is content provider? Store data inside Android local database. Okay, so I'm going to be introduce Android local database, that is called SQLite. Okay, SQLite is the Android predefined database. I'll make you understand about SQLite database creation, updation, deletion, okay, fetch, everything. So actually SQLite is hidden database. Okay, so everything we are going to be write in queries only. Okay, so I will make you understand how to create it, how to write queries, how can I access those, how can I delete, and how can I read existing databases. All these it will take 2 hours only. Okay, this is completely fade out concept. Anyway, we need to understand as a Android application developer, we'll understand. Other than that, see, other than that, here I am going to be teach you integrating web services into Android. So what is a web service here? If my Android application would like to communicate with external server or external database means MySQL server, Oracle server, Amazon server. If my application would like to communicate, so how I am able to implement? Here we have Android very highly implemented, highly used library that is called Wally library. So I'm going to be teach you understand Wally library integration to make web services in invocation. Actually, it will take 2 hours or 2 to 3 hours. Okay, approximately 3 hours. But if it is good, if we finish it in one day, weekend. Okay. So next, third-party libraries integration. What is third-party libraries? We have FCM. FCM facilitating for us like analytics. I think some people may have idea. So who is the person who is using application, which feature he is liking more? Okay, so any uh, uh, crash happen in particular device. Okay, so user liked which feature more. Okay, so this kind of things I will get from FCM library. Okay, the third party library, that is FCM. So I'll make you understand all these things. Along with that, so how can I upload how can I create create and upload create a release APK and upload into Play Store. So this concept also I will teach. Actually, I'm sorry, I won't like I won't make you I won't display you the Play Store. I'll just explain you how I am going to be create a release APK and how can I push into Play Store. Procedure I will explain, because here I don't have any Play Store account with me. Okay, company credentials I can't display it for you. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate. I will provide you the screenshot. Okay, how can I upload into Play Store? So this is my overall course, which will make you uh, implementation. Current trend is this is only in the market. Okay, so 1 hour. So this is also 1 hour. Okay, so during these sessions only, I'm going to be teach you efficient way of writing code. Okay, so how can I reduce bugs? How can I make myself unit test? Okay, how can I validate my code? All these things, how team lead or tech lead will evaluate your code. So this kind of learning techniques I am going to be teach to you during the course. And one important note, I'm not going to be give any kind of project over here. Please remember, I'm a real-time person. I don't have much time, and I am not giving any real-time project here. So I am going to be explain you the knowledge of implementing Android application. Okay. So if you have any idea your own, if you want me to help on it, okay, I will give you suggestions and I will make you to write. But I'm not blaming or bluffing anything. So I'm not going to be implement any Android application here, and I won't provide anything. So every day, whatever the example I have discussed, that I'm going to be upload into Google Drive after ending of the session. So every day the video will be recorded. The recorded video will be shared by DURGASOFT on the very next day. Okay, so course content is available with the DURGASOFT, and course price also, it is 10K. Okay, so related to any queries you have already registered. Okay, related to course, any related information you want, you can ask DurgaSoft. They will provide you any technical queries, what you want. So anything you didn't understand, you didn't receive the sample, I'm going to be responsible for that. Even video also DurgaSoft will share you. Okay, so every day DurgaSoft will share you the video. End of the session, I am going to be upload the whatever the sample we discussed daily basis. So that is,
Sir,
and I am going to be one moment please. I am going to be execute everything on my mobile. So I am going to be display my mobile by connecting USB cable. I am going to be use AnyDesk application. So the using my AnyDesk application screen, I am going to be reflect my mobile screen here. You would be able to see my screen completely. What is the functionality I have written, whether it is executing perfectly or not with validation. I am going to be shown. Okay, so this is the way everyday teaching. Okay, so if you are really interested, you can join. Okay, that's it from demo session. So now it's time to queries. If anybody have any queries, you can ask.
హలో
Yes, Rajkumar.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ నేర్చుకొని నేను బయటకు పోతే నాకు జాబ్ వస్తుందా?
That's what you are learning here, right?
వాట్?
That's what I am telling you. That's what I am telling you. Whatever you are learning here, that is completely real time. In real time, what we are working, the same thing I am going to be explaining. But
చెప్పండి.
everyday practice is required.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఆండ్రాయిడ్ అన్నారు ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఆండ్రాయిడ్ స్టూడియో నేర్చుకుంటున్నా, ఆండ్రాయిడ్ స్టూడియో కోడ్ నేర్చుకుంటున్నా, క్లారిటీ అది. ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్ టైం ఇదే అయ్యి కొద్దిగా ఇబ్బంది అయింది, దానివల్ల డబ్బు లాస్ అయింది కొద్దిగా. ఇప్పుడు ఆండ్రాయిడ్ నేర్చుకుంటున్నా, ఆండ్రాయిడ్ స్టూడియో నేర్చుకుంటున్నా, లేకపోతే ఆండ్రాయిడ్ ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్ మాత్రం అంటే యూఐ మాత్రమే నేర్చుకుంటున్నా. అంటే ఆండ్రాయిడ్
సారీ, మీరు ఇంతకు ముందు ఎక్కడ నేర్చుకున్నారు?
అమీర్పేట వేరే
ఇంతకు ముందు మీరు ఎక్కడ నేర్చుకున్నారు?
అమీర్పేట వేరే ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ లే.
ఓకే, okay, it's okay. Maybe that guy what he did, I don't know.
హలో సార్, ఇప్పుడు ఆండ్రాయిడ్ అంటే ఫుల్ స్టాక్ మొబైల్ అప్లికేషన్ అమ్మి నేర్పించేది ఓన్లీ యూఐ వరకేనా? జస్ట్ బేసిక్ లెవెల్? బేసిక్ లెవెల్ అయితే
బేసిక్ లెవెల్.
ఓహో, మరి అడ్వాన్స్ లెవెల్ ఎట్లా సార్?
అడ్వాన్స్ లెవెల్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ వన్ మినిట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఫస్ట్ నేను ఆన్సర్ ఇస్తాను, దాని తర్వాత. సో ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ వాట్? ఫస్ట్ యూ నీడ్ టు గెట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ద రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టుడే ఐ టోల్డ్ రీసైక్లర్ వ్యూ. ఓకే, సో రీసైక్లర్ వ్యూ యూజర్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ఏంటి, వాట్ ఈస్ ఇట్స్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి రైటింగ్ ఏ శాంపుల్. సో టుమారో next day I will tell view pager. So what is your task very next day? How can I combine view pager with recycler? That if you execute, then you will be a perfect person.
Okay,
so that's what I told. Everything piece by piece I will give. Integration is your part. Okay, so if you learn integration, that is your full stack. Nothing is there.
ఓకే, అయితే నేనేమైందంటే నేను నేర్చుకున్నా అంటే నాకు 100% బేసిక్ లెవెల్ 50% కూడా చెప్పలేదు. 100% నేను యూట్యూబ్ నేర్చుకొని నేను మొబైల్ యాప్ డెవలప్ చేశాను, స్టాటికల్ క్విజ్ యాప్స్. చాలా కంపెనీస్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అడుగుతున్నాయి. వెబ్ సర్వీస్ ఏంటి, రెస్ట్ఫుల్ వెబ్ సర్వీస్ వచ్చా మీకు, ఫైర్ బేస్ కనెక్ట్ వచ్చా, యూనిట్ టెస్ట్లు వచ్చా, ఇవన్నీ అడుగుతున్నారు. నాకు అవన్నీ తెలియదు, ఆడ వారు చెప్పలేదు మాకు. అంటే కోర్స్ యొక్క కంటెంట్ ఏం నేర్పుతున్నది పూర్తిగా కంప్లీట్ గా చెప్తే ఏమైతుందంటే ఆ కోర్సుని ఏం నేర్చుకోవాలని తెలుస్తుంది, ఇంకేం నేర్చుకోవాలని తెలుస్తుంది. బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు వెబ్ సర్వీస్ అన్నారు, మీరు వాల్యూ లైబ్రరీ అన్నారు అంతే. అంటే ఇప్పుడు వెబ్ సర్వీస్ లో సోప్ ఉంది, రెస్ట్ఫుల్ వెబ్ సర్వీస్ ఉంది, ఇవన్నీ కూడా నేర్చుకోవాలంటే ఎట్లా కంప్లీట్ గా చెప్తే మాకు ఏంటంటే తర్వాత ఏం నేర్చుకోవాలని వెళ్తే బేసిక్ నేర్చుకొని ఇంటర్వ్యూ అటెండ్ అయితే వాళ్ళు వేరే అడుగుతారు. ఈ బేసిక్ పట్టుకొని వెళ్తే వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారు. అది నేను ఫేస్ చేసిన ప్రాబ్లం.
Do you think getting a job in software company is easy?
Hello?
Do you think getting a job in software company is easy?
ఈజీ కాదు, మనం స్కిల్స్ నేర్చుకుంటే ఈజీ, నేర్చుకోకపోయినా అనుకో నాట్ ఈజీ.
See, nobody. See, let me tell you. See, this is not a school or college. Nobody will tell you whatever 100%. You know,
ఓకే
whatever the interview question. Let me compare. So whatever the interview question they ask, make a note down. Okay.
ఓకే.
Learn it. When you go for next time, if you face the question, you can answer. Okay. So day by day, even after 13 years of experience also, every day I am learning myself. Every day 1 hour I am delivering.
ఓకే.
Hello, sir.
చెప్పండి.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am a working professional and got a new project in Android backend. So, I wanted to know, as per my project requirement, it's required the Spring framework, and it's a Couch database, and the language is KOTLIN. So, will this course be beneficial for me if I take it?
No, actually, this is very basic level actually. For you to write those level, you need advanced level.
So, sir, how can I get that? Is there any course going on?
No, currently I'm not giving, So if you need any assistance, just mail me what is your requirement.
Yes.
I'll see. But here I'm to be frankly, I'm telling I don't have that much time. Based on requirement, if anything is there, I'll let you know. Just a moment.
Sir,
this chat window.
Can I get your email ID, sir?
Yeah, one moment. In the chat window, I'll provide. Just a second.
Sir, Prakash here. Sir, after getting completing course, can I get a job as a fresher?
Yes, obviously. But your practice is important. Without practice, I learned, I paid, but I didn't get job. It's not correct. Me 100% effort మీరు ఇస్తే definitely you will get a job. So I 100% effort ఎలా ఇవ్వాలని కూడా చెప్తాను నేను మీకు కావాలంటే. Okay, if you need a task on daily basis, okay, I don't ask anything like whether you complete it or you didn't complete it, or it's all different. Whatever the task I provided, if I give you, if you complete it by taking it as a challenge, definitely you will get a job within 3 months.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
సార్ మీరు చెప్పలేదు నేను అడిగిన.
చెప్పండి.
అదే ఇట్లా అంటే
ఏది రాజ్
కోర్స్ మీద అంటే ఇప్పుడు కంప్లీట్ అయ్యే అవగాహన లేకుండా వల్ల ఏమైతే అంటే ఇప్పుడు బేసిక్ లెవెల్ చెప్పి బయట వీడియోలకు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో మేము ఫేస్ చేస్తున్నది అన్నట్టు. అంటే
ఇప్పుడు మీరు కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ చూసారా?
చూసాను. అయితే నేను అడుగుతున్నాను,
కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ చూసారా?
ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పారు కదా అది కంటెంట్ కోర్ టాపిక్స్ ఇంటెంట్ అవి. అయితే నేను అంటున్నానంటే బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ కూడా నేర్చుకోవాలంటే ఎట్లా మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ గా అట్లా ఉంటుంది అవకాశం?
బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ యు ఆర్ టెల్లింగ్ జావా. బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ అంటే మీరు కంప్లీట్ గా జావా నేర్చుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నారా?
యాక్చువల్ గా నేను ఏమనుకుంటున్నా అంటే ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్ అప్లికేషన్ మీరు చెప్పి నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత కూడా నేను డేటాబేస్ తో కనెక్ట్ చేసుకొని నేను అట్లా యాప్ డెవలప్ చేయొచ్చా? అంటే నీ ఇప్పుడు కస్టమర్ వచ్చి నాకు యాప్ డెవలప్ చేయమంటారు అండి, అది చేసినప్పుడు తన డేటాబేస్ కూడా నేను నా యాప్ కనెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి కదా. అంటే అదంతా ఒకటే నేను ఒక్కనే చేయవచ్చా లేకపోతే వేరే వాళ్ళు అట్లా ఉంటుందా? ఇప్పుడు ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ నేను డిజైన్ చేస్తాను,
అలా మీకు రాదు రాజ్ కుమార్. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ అనేది ఆండ్రాయిడ్ అప్లికేషన్. నువ్వు నేర్చుకునేది ఏంటంటే ఆండ్రాయిడ్ అప్లికేషన్ లో ఉన్న స్క్రీన్స్, దాని బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లాజిక్ నువ్వు రాస్తావు. ప్లస్ మిడిల్ వేర్ లో సర్వర్ ఉంటుంది, కేబాస్ సర్వర్ కానీ టామ్ క్యాట్ సర్వర్ కానీ అమెజాన్ సర్వర్. ఆ సర్వర్ లాజిక్ నువ్వు రాయాలి అంటే యూ నీడ్ జావా టెక్నాలజీ J2EE J2ME రావాలి. సో J2EE J2ME వస్తే నువ్వు వెబ్ సర్వీసెస్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తావు. ఈ వెబ్ సర్వీసెస్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసిన తర్వాత బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో మీరు డేటాబేస్ స్టోర్ చేయాలి అంటే ఏదర్ ఒరాకిల్ లో కానీ MySQL కానీ SQL కానీ అదంతా డేటాబేస్ రావాలి అంటే ఒక డిబి డెవలపర్ ఉంటాడు. ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఆండ్రాయిడ్ లో చేస్తున్నామంటే దేర్ విల్ బి 3 డెవలపర్స్. ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ డెవలపర్, ఆండ్రాయిడ్ డెవలపర్, మిడిల్ వేర్ డెవలపర్, సర్వర్ గాయ్, థర్డ్ డెవలపర్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ డెవలపర్. బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ అంటే డేటాబేస్ గాయ్. సో దీస్ 3 guys combinedly will sit and they will implement. ఇదంతా మీకు రావాలి అంటే యూ షుడ్ లెర్న్ ఆండ్రాయిడ్, కంప్లీట్ జావా 3 editions, and then you should be an expert in a database.
కానీ సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో ఇప్పుడు మిమ్మల్ని అడిగింది అడుగుతున్నాను, ఇది వెబ్ సర్వీస్ వచ్చా మీకు అని చాలా మంది అడుగుతున్నారు.
రైటింగ్ వెబ్ సర్వీసెస్ మీకు రాదు. రైటింగ్ వెబ్ సర్వీసెస్ మీకు రాదు, ఎందుకంటే మీకు స్ప్రింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ వస్తే వస్తుంది.
అందుకే ఎక్కువ మంది వెబ్ సర్వీస్
స్ప్రింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్.
హలో సార్ చెప్పండి సార్.
మీకు స్ప్రింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్
లేదు రాదు.
సో దెన్ మీకు రాయడానికి రాదు, వెబ్ సర్వీసెస్ రాయడానికి రాదు. బట్ ఇక్కడ నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే వెబ్ సర్వీస్ అనేది నాకు ఒక యూఆర్ఎల్ లాగా వస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఆ యూఆర్ఎల్ ను నేను ఆండ్రాయిడ్ లో కాల్ చేసుకుంటాను. సో నేను ఇక్కడ చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే ఇంటిగ్రేషన్. నేను వెబ్ సర్వీస్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయను. వెబ్ సర్వీస్ ఏదైతే ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసుంటారో దాన్ని నేను ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తాను. ఇక్కడ ఆండ్రాయిడ్ అప్లికేషన్. మేబీ నీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో క్వశ్చన్ ఇది అడిగింటారు, వుడ్ యు బి ఏబుల్ టు ఇంటిగ్రేట్ వెబ్ సర్వీస్ ఇంటూ ఆండ్రాయిడ్ అని. సో వెబ్ సర్వీస్ ఏ డేటా డెలివర్ చేస్తుంది, లైక్ రెస్ట్ఫుల్ ఆర్ సోప్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్ఎంఎల్ వాట్ ఎవర్. సో అది నాకు అంత మ్యాటర్ కాదు, ఎందుకంటే అది రాసే వాళ్ళంతా జావాలో ఉంటారు. స్ట్రట్స్, హైబర్నేట్, స్ప్రింగ్ ఇదంతా వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు అవన్నీ డెలివర్ చేస్తారు. సో మీకు అది రాదు కాబట్టి మీరు వెబ్ సర్వీస్ రాయలేరు. బట్ యాజ్ అన్ ఆండ్రాయిడ్ డెవలపర్ మీరు వెబ్ సర్వీస్ ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయగలుగుతారు. సో మనది ఇక్కడి వరకే రిస్ట్రిక్షన్.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు టెస్టింగ్ కూడా చెప్తున్నారు కానీ, అంటే యాప్ ఎట్లా టెస్ట్ చేయాలో, ఇంకోటి క్లీన్ కోడింగ్ అంటే
యూనిట్ టెస్టింగ్.
క్లీన్ కోడింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి సార్? ప్రతిసారి కొన్ని జాబ్స్ అప్లికేషన్ లో చూస్తుంటా.
అదే కోడింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్ ఉంటాయి కొన్ని. సో హౌ టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్, ఎట్లా రాయొచ్చు, సో అవన్నీ ఉంటాయి, టెక్నిక్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ టెక్నిక్స్ అన్ని మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం.
ఓకే సార్. ఇప్పుడు సైన్ ఏపీకే అంటే ఏంటి సార్? మామూలు ఏపీకే అంటే ఏంటి? ఇప్పుడు ఇది కూడా చెప్పాలి మాకు అక్కడ నేను నేర్చుకున్నా.
బేసికలీ డీబగ్ ఏపీకే ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ మనం ఎవ్రీడే ఆండ్రాయిడ్ స్టూడియోలో ఏపీకే రన్ చేస్తాం, మొబైల్లోకి పుష్ అవుతుంది. అది డీబగ్ ఏపీకే అంటాం. అది ప్లే స్టోర్ లో పెట్టడానికి రాదు. ఓకే, ప్లే స్టోర్ కావాలి అంటే ఒక సపరేట్ టైప్ రిలీజ్ ఏపీకే కావాలి మనకి. సైన్డ్ ఏపీకే అంటారు దాన్ని. ఆ సైన్డ్ ఏపీకే కోసం మనం ఒక ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో అవన్నీ
అంటే ఇంత అంటే ఇదంతా ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్తున్నారు మేడం. అప్పుడు నాకు తెలియదు కాబట్టి కొత్త వాడికి ఇవన్నీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయలేదు కోర్స్ గురించి. దీనివల్ల లాస్ చాలా టైం.
యువర్ ఫాల్ట్. మార్కెట్ లో చాలా ఉంటాయి. రైట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ చాయిస్. యూనో, సో వాళ్ళు చెప్పలేదు అని నేను కూడా చెప్పదు.
అట్లనే కాదు,
దట్స్ వాట్ ఐ యామ్ చార్జింగ్.
మిమ్మల్ని అడిగి తెలుసుకుంటున్నా, అదే అంటున్నాను నేను. ఇప్పుడు మా హైదరాబాద్ కాదు, లోకల్ ఉంటాం. ఇక్కడ హైదరాబాద్కి వచ్చిన వాడ మాకు అవన్నీ తెలియదు కదా. ఇప్పుడెప్పుడే వెళ్తున్నా కానీ బేసిక్ గా మాకు ఎవరు చెప్పలేదు. అందుకోసం మీ ద్వారా తెలుసుకుంటున్నాం ఇప్పుడు.
So that's what the some person asked me cost. Ashish, the cost is 10K actually.
Yeah, okay. Sir, one more question. Sir, like since I'm enrolled to a new project, so even I don't know like you mentioned the basics of the content you discussed it right now. So I'm not aware of these concepts. So will it be useful if I take this course? Like you mentioned.
Yes, definitely. You know, now
components you mentioned.
Actually, you got an opportunity to write those, but but unfortunately you don't know it. If you learn, definitely in the future you will get it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So these are the very basics actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So any other have any queries? Okay, the session mostly we are going to be start from Thursday. Okay, so till the time demos will be continue. Okay, so if you are interested, DurgaSoft will give you a call tomorrow. Okay, you can just provide your feedback. If you are really interested, you can join, not a problem. You can get registered. Okay, and the session will continue. So here, see, I'm not not from this thing, you know. So for DurgaSoft, you know, this is from every year. You can see the stuff. These are all the different. Actually, this is my new laptop since from 2021. So almost every 1.5 month, 2 months, we are going to be start a new session. Okay, so it will continue continuously, right? So any other have any questions? Please let me know, or else we can leave for the day. This real sessions will be resumed from Thursday, but demo sessions will be continued tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Any other? Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining.